about 65 million years ago, Earth was a wildly different place, hotter, louder, and ruled by giants. Vast forests of ferns and towering conifers stretched across the land, while flowering plants were just beginning to reshape ecosystems. Dinosaurs dominated every corner of the planet. Massive Tyrannosaurus rex stalked prey. Long-necked sauropods thundered across plains, and feathered raptors danced through the undergrowth. The skies were filled with pterosaurs, and the oceans teemed with enormous marine reptiles like mosasaurs. Beneath all this grandeur, small mammals lived cautiously in the shadows, mostly nocturnal and quick, waiting for a future they could not yet imagine one that would arrive. Suddenly, with fire from the sky.
So that's why in this video, I am going to be playing a Minecraft hardcore world, by myself. With Minecraft hardcore with dinosaurs. And yeah, it's going to be very fun. Let's hope I not die. But spoilers, I don't think I die by any dinosaurs. I'm recording this before I even record anything, so I don't even know. Let's hope I don't die. Yay! So here I started off just going to get like the essentials, the wood and stone, just to get like my base materials. Going back up, seems like I found a nether portal, ruined one. And then I found a village. I got a bed, I got spears, tons of copper spears, tons of armor, tons of food, and I got more copper for some reason. So yeah, I think here I started to build a base inside of a cave. And then I went to go get some coal for some torches and for food. And then I went out to get some wood, and it's night now, so I needed to go to sleep, but there was monsters nearby. I tried to tap my bed like 300 times and it didn't work, so I just had to go kill out some zombies. Woke up next morning, got some copper armor straight away, it seems. Went back out to get some wood to build a tower, so I could know. I built this tower so I could know like where my place was, not realizing I didn't have anything to get down. So I tried to be Dream and pull off a boat clutch, but nobody told me that boat clutches are impossible in Bedrock of Minecraft. So yeah, we had to start a new world. Just went out, got some wood. I was really annoyed after I died on the first day, but I just kept going. I got stone, I got the essentials again. Got a furnace, got all of my main tools. Now I went off to go try and find a space to just build my house, because this time I had to build a house instead of a cave house, because there was no caves that I could build in. I was running low on food, so I just cooked up some beef and all that. I got more wood for my house, being careful not to hit any dinosaurs, because I thought I hit that Momentousaurus there, but apparently I didn't, even though I literally mined into it. But saw a Dimetrodon right next to where I was building, so I got a bit scared, but Dimetrodons are neutral, so yeah. I just started building, and then yeah, after that I just went on to continue my house. AFK'd. This is at 10 times speed, by the way. That's how long I was AFKing for. luckily, just in time, I finished my house just before nightfall. So I put all of my blocks and stuff away into my chest. Some mobs came up to me. I got to 3 hearts as well. I got to 3 hearts, so I ran straight back into my house until a zombie just walked straight on in. So really, I didn't have a bed, so I just sat in the corner of my house the whole time. Just sat there, just looking in my chest, looking in my furnaces, just seeing what I would craft, and just, yeah, I just AFK'd there for like a good 10 minutes until it was day. So, yeah, I went out at like morning and then went out to get wood. Yeah, then here I just logged off for the day because I'd just been playing Minecraft and I got really fed up because I died in my previous world. I rebooted the world the next day. I ran back to my house with like no hunger. Well, with hunger. So I had to run back, put some food in, and cook all that up. I started to build a mine just so I could start to get iron, because I only had stone tools and it'd just be easier if I had iron at the time. So I just mined for a couple, like for half an hour. Went back up to go check on my food. Then I went out to go kill a Gallimimus to get dinosaur meat, because I found out that when you eat dinosaur meat you get strength 1 and regeneration, I think it is. So yeah, that's why I put that in. I went on for a bit. I found this massive tower that looks really cool, and then all of a sudden, whilst I was taking a screenshot of it, I got hunted down by a Suchomimus and I just bolted it back to my house, right into the forest, right into a Velociraptor. So I just ran up to a tree. That's when I realised, oh, if I'm going into the forest, then I have to bring blocks and I have to go on tree. I found this cave, I got some copper, and then I just got a dinosaur fossil and then just left because there was nothing in it and I was scared like a Velociraptor would just jump down. Saw an Ankylosaurus starting to fight a Velociraptor, so as soon as it died I just yoinked that amber and just bolted it back home before it was night. Yeah, so I just ran to my house as now it was night. And then mobs started to come from my cave, so I just blocked up my cave. I got some sticks to get some torches, and I had to fight some mobs that were down in my cave. And then for the rest of the night, I just continued to mine until my pickaxe broke. I had to go make a new one. Yeah, I had to make a new one. Turned my amber into amber blocks. There was a creeper waiting outside my door, so I just sat in the corner of my house just waiting. I ran back down into my cave and just started mining again. Until I started to do the green method to get iron. This was my first time ever doing the green method in hardcore or in a survival world ever, and it worked really well until it just stopped and I didn't get any more iron. So yeah, and then I just got copper, but yeah, I got no more iron, so I just went back up to the surface to go cook the iron that I'd got. Yeah, I got full copper armor as well, which was quite happy. I got copper tools, and then it was the next day. Eventually, and then I went back down into my cave, just lighting up all the walls, and then I went up to get more coal from my little area, and I started to cook my iron. I was very happy that I had got like all my stuff, and I started to think maybe I should go back and explore once I had iron. So I tried to do that. I just worked on my house for a little bit, and then I started to get more wood until I just kept on getting wood for quite a while until I just travelled out because I found a village. Then I just ran out into the forest, jumping onto the trees because I was scared velociraptors, Dilophosauruses would just come out to get me. So yeah, I was very anxious to go in the water because of DINISAURS and Moses, but I did it anyway. I got to the village and I got a bed. I got tons of iron. I just chilled in houses for a little bit until, well, I just kept looting houses, and then I got 3 diamonds as well, so I was absolutely shocked. So I tried to go back to my house, but I didn't realise that I didn't go straight forward. I went diagonal, meaning I was like 100 blocks away from my house now, but because I just kept walking forward, I kept going further and further away from my house. I saw a Dilophosaurus get just beaten by a Chasmosaurus, and then right next to me, I was surrounded by an Indominus Rex and a T-Rex. T-Rex started fighting Ankylosaurus until, obviously, Ankylosaurus died, unfortunately. Started to just bridge into the forest just to try and find my way back to the village so I could retrace my steps, but I was surrounded by the Dilophosaurus pack, so I built up, I slept through the night, I ate some food, and I just tried to run back to where the Indom was to just retrace my steps. My controller kept dying here, so I just had to go put it on charge real quick. But yeah, I slowly began to retrace my steps past the Indominus Rex. Hey, that rhymed. I was on day 3 now. I just pillared out. Started to just run straight back to that village. Just jumping on trees, passing tons of Gallimimuses. When I got back into the spruce forest, I got back to the village, but then I bumped into a Therizinosaurus as well. But then, right here is where I messed up, because right here, I didn't go to the village, I went to a nearby taiga, where the Indoraptor could spawn, which is the second most dangerous dinosaur in the game. And I got jumped by a Dilophosaurus here, and I kind of just jumped on the spruce tree because I was very scared. I just got a crafting table, I made a boat, and I went on the ice, got an achievement for it, and I just started sailing around from the danger until I made it out of the taiga, back to the spruce forest. And I retraced my steps to go back, but then again, somehow I did it again, and I went diagonal again. I don't know why I can't go in straight lines, but I think it's just because there was lots of caves in the way, and I had to go around them, which got me off track. So yeah, it was again nighttime. I spent like 2 days in this forest just trying to survive, but I was surrounded by mobs, so I couldn't sleep, but eventually don't. Day 4 now. I just kept running until I found a very familiar mountain, which I thought was the one that was right next to my house. But then, as soon as I was trying to get to it, Velociraptor just came along. I was out of blocks, so I just ran. I had to run away from it, or else I would die. I kept running until I got far away from the Velociraptor, and I soon realised, I looked up at the mountain and saw it was not the same one that was near my house, except it was one that was like a couple thousand blocks away from my house. I thought I found the correct way, so I just ran that way. But apparently, I didn't look at my coordinates, and I went the complete wrong way to where I ran into a ruin Nether portal, and I got to a normal oak village. I instantly went for the farms to get some carrots, and I went right into the blacksmith to get some iron. Here, I lost some of my recordings, so I was now on day 7. So I lost a couple days of footage. So, yeah. At this time, I just built a new base. I got diamond pickaxe, I got full iron armor, full shield. It was great. I got tons of stuff, and now I wanted to start doing the dinosaur stuff. So here I tried to get an amber converter, where I needed a couple resources for it, and I also wanted to get a jeep so I could like extract dinosaurs' DNA like quickly without getting killed. So yeah, I kind of just AFK'd for some bits. I went down into my cave system that I had made. I obviously didn't have this footage because it all got deleted. So, yeah. So, I started to just strip mine until I found a very open space, led to a massive cave. I found like a amethyst geode. I stole all the amethyst just because I wanted it for aesthetic. There was like 3,000 mobs in here, so I literally just kept on being spammed by skeletons. And I played in Bedrock, so we all know skeletons in Bedrock are literally like Fortnite sweats, basically. So I found this big flat area, and I was really confused why it was that flat. Because like, if I showed you the roof, it was literally just flat. It was just a flat stone roof. So yeah, here I got poisoned by a witch, and I just absolutely just ran. I blocked off my tunnel, and I ran right back up those stairs, and went back to sleep. Kept trying to get an amber converter until I could get a DNA extractor, which I took. I also got the amber converter. Now I think I wanted to get. I think now I wanted to decorate my large area to make it into a laboratory. So, yeah, I tried to do that. Just getting all the blocks I would need, getting all the torches so no mobs spawn. I kind of just made like a little box around my area so I don't get jumped. But I just kept exploring, found tons of iron, which I didn't take until like later. And I also found tons of like amber as well, which I mined. But yeah, I started to light up the area that was like concerned, like weirdly flat. I kept mining everything out just to make like the perfect spots for all of like my builds. I started to build like a massive wall here, just separating some of the room because it was just a bit too big. So I just started to flatten it all out and just even it all out so it wasn't all just cave, and it was more polished, more clean. I mined tons of amber here, got tons of DNA that I could use in my amber converter, but I didn't do it yet because I was still mining. So kept doing that until, well, yeah, I'm still mining it. Started to just mine the top layer and then just mined the bottom layer. Thought it just made it easier, but yeah. Once it was all mined, I started to just touch up like the stairs and started to build like a staircase, started to build some walls. That would just like make it a bit more polished and make it a bit more clean. I was starting to build up that back wall some more, just so nothing could get past. I didn't build it to the roof though, I only built it up like a couple blocks until I liked how it looked. Placed down my amber converter. I think I just wanted to make like a pile of amethyst here, but it just didn't turn out well. I went back to that back area that was just blocked off. I added some glass. I was gonna add like a display there, I guess. Or like that was gonna be my mining sort of area, where I would just mine all my stuff. Rio, you can't be in the video. Rio. Good point. Started to build my staircase. Just connecting it to everything. I wanted to block off like the rest of the cave, so mobs just wouldn't come in all the time like creepers and just blow everything up, until one creeper did blow everything up, so I had to just patch that up. Started to build a roof because I know that mobs would get through. We're now at day 9 of my hardcore world. Initially, halfway through, I wanted to make a challenge where I get to like day 50, not day 100, because I'm not lasting 100 days in hardcore Minecraft Dinosaur Survival. Jesus Christ, that was real long. So yeah, I set it to 50. But back to here. Once I'd finished polishing everything off, I just went back up to the surface, back to my base, and yeah, started to look at the crafting menu to just see what else I needed to craft to like make dinosaurs. And I soon realised to actually make dinosaurs I needed an incubator, so I needed to start making that. I killed that DINISAURS that was just trapped in a little pen. Then I started to just destroy the whole village just for wood and just for resources, because I really did not like the cave entrance, so I decided to just block that off and build a new entrance inside my base. So it would just be a little ladder that would take you to my tunnel, which made it a bit more efficient and mobs won't get in. So yeah. Oh, God. I put a crafting table down there just in case I needed to craft anything whilst I was mining. I went back down to my lab area. I decided to just block off some of the open areas. I added a door. I wanted to add some chests to like the area, so I had some storage. I moved the amber converter because I didn't like where it was. Placed the chest down. I put all my amber in there and all of my other essentials that was needed, but yeah. I tried to move that amber converter like 3 times until I liked it, and eventually I got to like it, but I eventually got rid of that amethyst and tried to make something out of it, but I don't know. We all do like some weird things when we're just trying to make something look good. Rio really wants to be a part of the video. Anyways, back to what I was doing. What are you doing? Rio! Right, anyways, I started to just clean up my main area, like just making it a bit more flatter, making it a bit more efficient. So, yeah, because there was just massive holes that I needed to cover up, and there was just a massive overhang that I wanted to get rid of. Tons of mobs started to come in. I ran out of blocks, so I had to go back up to the surface to get some more, because I know I needed to make a roof, just so it would be like easier to survive from mobs just attacking me all the time. So I just went back down through my entrance. I added a I forgot what it was called, but one of the stone converter thingies. Yeah, I just added that. I started to build my roof until a zombie in full golden armor jumped up at me, so I had to kill that. I started to build the roof again until I ran out of blocks, and tons of zombies just came in. So yeah, I really wanted to build this roof quick before like any mobs would just ruin it. So yeah. I just realised that I built some of it like continuing with just continuing. A creeper came along and I just got rid of my dirt trail. A creeper came whilst I was mid building my roof, so the creeper could come through, but every single mob just decided not to fall through the hole. So yeah, I was very lucky for that. I started to just even everything out, just using all my blocks and making it all look nice. Then I just decided to go back up to the surface and went back to sleep to go to day 11. I woke up and then I just fell straight into my mines, so that was alright. I started to cook the gold, or smelt it, to get a golden apple, which I was very happy to get. And then I turned some of them into nuggets to get golden carrots. I knew it would be great if I had like tons of golden carrots just to eat and to be my my food source of choice, but getting gold was like not going to be that easy. So yeah, I just went back down to my lab area. I had more chests that I no I didn't. What am I on about? Yeah, so I went back up. I had to go up and down to get all of my resources, just to craft stuff. I crafted a backpack, which I was going to use to, like when I was travelling to get DNA, I would use it to hold all of my DNA and all of my eggs. So when I was making the enclosures, all of my stuff would just be in there. I needed to make a dinosaur saddle, so if I ever got a dinosaur, I would need to saddle it, obviously, just in case. Found this Gallimimus just to get all of its leather, and looked at the Wandering Trader just to see if it had anything, because Wandering Traders can come in clutch sometimes, but they didn't, so I just looted the village and got string. That was the last one I needed. I woke up
because I haven't worked on this in
ages. I woke up day 12, went to this island, and I saw a apex inbound, and I just really panicked. I went back down into my mining lab place thing. I don't even know what you call this anymore. This is when I realised I started to make my first dinosaur. Then I realised I don't have an incubator. And you need an incubator to actually make dinosaurs. So yeah, I kind of fumbled on that. So I just, the whole rest of these days, I kind of just set out on a mission just to get like everything I need for an incubator, like redstone repeaters, tons of redstone jazz. It was very difficult, and I'm going to be completely honest. I actually did enjoy doing the survival, hardcore, whatever, because it was actually quite fun. Because half the time, I wanted to do some bits off camera just because I couldn't be bothered to record those days, and I just wanted to play that world. So it's quite fun once you've got all the start stuff sorted. A creeper blew up and there was like 3,000 mobs here, and I was just like, why? So I just had to kill all those first, and yeah. I went back inside, I got more resources. I realised that if I start killing witches, I'll get more redstone, because witches drop redstone. So I don't have to go mining, just go 3,000 blocks out just to get redstone. But yeah, I kind of just kept AFKing for like 3 decades. I don't know why. I think it was just to do something. Yeah, I did it again. I took screenshots of my coordinates just so I remembered where I was, and I set off. How I just said I will not travel 3,000 miles just to get redstone. No, I did that. I went 3,000 miles, 3,000 blocks just to go get redstone. Not even kidding. I spent like 5 Minecraft days, not 5 real days, 5 Minecraft days just out in the wild wanting to get redstone. So yeah, and I just went out to get resources as well. So I just vandalized all of these villager houses because, daily Minecraft player doing. Again, I AFK'd for like 2 minutes, but because in real life they were like 5 minutes long. I had to speed these up to be as short as possible. But yeah, I just had to restart my whole recording there just because what I do is I accidentally put clips that I've already done, and yeah, I did that. So I just had to delete like half of my scripts. But yeah, whatever. I found this massive cave when I travelled like a couple blocks out. Not couple, like thousands of blocks out. I got gold and I got redstone. I don't know why I got gold. I thought I needed it, but I really didn't. But I got redstone. I think I got diamonds. I don't know. Hopefully I did. That'd be nice. But I just hiked up this mountain. Yeah, just to be harassed by a velociraptor. And then I just booked it and straight back into the water again. I looked at my screenshots and I saw that when you go onto the screenshots, it doesn't show your coordinates because it cuts it out. Let me take a screenshot. I didn't notice that, so I had to just replay my previous recordings just to find where I was going. I think I knew where I was going anyways, because like, well, I don't know. But yeah, I just travelled couple blocks. Again, why does he keep saying couple? I kept going off track here, but because of my previous trauma with going diagonal, I kept going straight. But yeah, I mean, it worked. I got back really quick, to be fair. No, in the editing stage, yes, but for actual time, no, that took like 20 minutes to actually get back. But, well, 21, but, you know, round it. I just needed to get a bit more stuff to get an incubator, and I also wanted to get a safari jeep, because if I had a safari jeep, I could just travel around a lot quicker, and if I wanted to get big carnivores, then I could just swoop by just to get the stuff. I found a pteranodon, and I just wanted its DNA, because like I could make an aviary, which would be quite cool. So, yeah. But then it just flew away, so I gave up on it. By the way, it's at 16 times speed because of how long these clips are. So, I just wanted to put that out there. I started to craft like bigger things. Like I got this T-Rex skeleton, which was really nice. So yeah. I started to just cook everything up that I had, just so I could make the incubator. I just needed a couple more bits just to get it. And I think I went out to get some more things for the safari jeep. But day 16, nah, 17. Day 17 now. I just kept grinding for iron and coal and all that stuff. All your basic and general stuff that you'll need. I tried to get glow squids to get ink sacs, because I needed ink sacs to get black wool. And I didn't get it, because I got glow ink sacs, so... yeah. I tried to smelt them, which was really stupid, but... I mean, I tried it, and it didn't work, so... just an attempt. I also got a electric gun, or like a blaster, whatever, just so I could do that, but I needed to craft darts, which were like, I needed poisonous potatoes for, and I don't know, I'm not the best at Minecraft, so I didn't know how to get poisonous potatoes, so, don't blame me, blame the game physics, but I did actually trade with Wandering Trader to get black wool, and I got a safari jeep, which was quite cool. Incubator worked, and I got a T-Rex egg, which was my first ever dinosaur that I got in this world, I think, hopefully. I kept grinding potatoes just to see if they would grow, and it really didn't work, because then I was told you can't do that, and you actually have to wait until they grow, so, yeah. I just wanted to, like, get rid of lots of the parts in this village, just to build a massive enclosure for my T-Rex. But I just broke down that whole blacksmith building, just for the cobblestone, and there was just, like, I don't know why I put water above it. I could have just put blocks over it, but I just covered the lava in water. And I guess it worked, but there was just obsidian there just forever. Yeah, I just kept grinding, really, just for, just blocks until, yeah, this took a couple days, actually. Minecraft days, of course. Because I started it at like day 17, now it's day 19. So it took about 2 days just to get the general resources, and then to build it, I think it took me until day like 25 at least, just to finish. So, yeah. Sorry, I got a really bad cold. You know, midwinter. Not midwinter, but winter. My axe broke at the same time, and I really could not be bothered to go do all that with my hand, so I just had to go craft a new one. I broke down that house just to expand the enclosure just so the T-Rex could actually fit. Broke the roof down once again. I got the iron bars because I thought I could use the iron bars for like the top to make it look like paddock 11, paddock 9, no, paddock 10, no, paddock 11, yep, got it right first time. I went out to go kill some mobs, day 20, just went out to get more cobble to build the entrance. The entrance I think was just gates, because I didn't really want to do all that, so yeah. I eventually got some leaves and I got an Ankylosaurus, because obviously favourite dinosaur is the Ankylosaurus and it's just the best one, so logged on the next day, day 20, and I just wanted to continue working on all of my enclosures, so that's what I did. I needed more cobblestone, so yeah, lots of mobs were inside of my Ankylosaurus' enclosure, so I had to just go fix that real quick. I got more fences, and I went into my mines and I just dug a massive area out just so I could get cobblestone for my T-Rex's enclosure. Yeah, I went up, started building it. I added fences to the top just to make it look nice. I started to dig down into my back area because I was going to make that into a mine. And then all of a sudden, I hit stone bricks. I went into a library by accident. It was the stronghold. I accidentally mined into a stronghold, and I was very nervous because I've never actually been in a stronghold in survival, which is crazy to say because I'm a creative player. I only play in creative because I build maps and stuff, but this was something else. I didn't know what to expect, so I just tried to go straight for the enchantment books. I didn't really read them, I just picked them up because they look cool. And then this is where it got me. I died by a creeper. Full hearts, by the way. I don't get this, because I was on full hearts. The creeper comes up, I'm on full hearts, look. Full hearts, iron sword, smacks it a couple times, boom, I die in one hit. I don't know how, and it just doesn't make any sense, like a single bit. I don't know how, but I just looked outside the map, and I saw the whole stronghold, and I saw a whole trial chamber, and I saw just everything that this map had potential of. Found diamonds. I really wanted to go mine them in creative, to be fair, but I couldn't. Found another library. I was just disappointed. Like, really, really disappointed that I had died in this world. Because in Bedrock, in hardcore, you can't go in creative and go fix it. Once you die, and it's gone. So, yeah, I was very sad. And then I found the stronghold with the silverfish and the ice vendor. I was just quite sad. But I looked at the trial chamber, I saw everything that was in it. So I found another library. I was just devastated that I had literally died to a creeper in a dinosaur hardcore survival. I died to a creeper out of everything. Well, at least I know why the room was so flat. I know why that cave was so flat now. Because the stronghold was generated right beneath it. Should have digged there before. I shouldn't have even gone in there. But, yeah. Should have been more prepared. But, if you want, and I don't know how, but that skeleton got all of my armor. That skeleton got my iron sword, it got my shield, and it got all my armor. That just doesn't make any sense, but okay. But, yeah. Well, if you want me to try this again, then maybe I will.